So our topic for the week is going to be about retreats because we're planning another retreat, and we're maybe going to lean a little more heavily towards retreats in 2024. We'll see how it goes. But retreats are so beneficial. And so the next retreat, up and coming retreat, is going to be the last week in April. And it's going to be an online retreat. And, we usually start, and we will start this retreat on a Friday evening, the 26th of April. And we continue on till Monday through the day and end at 5 Pacific time. So I'm going to read you the description of this retreat. It is at this very moment, if you wish to register, because registration is open, you could go to the Sati Sangha website. It's not yet up on Pine Street, and it will be, it'll take you to this other website. But at any rate, registration is open, and I think you can make your way there to the right site. So here's the description that we wrote about this retreat. To retreat in your home with your busy life around you, like meditating on a bus stop. Could you really do it? Why would you want to? Because it can change the way you relate to your house, your garden, your family, your stuff. This is a promise we can offer. You won't see your home life in the same way by the end of the retreat. Usually on retreat, the parameters of what is conducive and acceptable are orchestrated by the teacher and tradition. On this retreat, you will discern what is best for you, how much effort, how much discipline, how much to sequester yourself from the usual activities and connections with other people online and in person, how much meditation, how much exercise, how to best reflect. And I would add to that, this is not in the description, but I'd add right now, like how much to do the usual activities of your life. So if you're new to reflective meditation, and we are especially at this retreat, really wanting to offer a warm welcome to people who are either new to reflective meditation and or new to reflective meditation retreats. So obviously, those of you who are on the call today, who I cannot see at this moment, again, a little bit of technological stuff going on for me. I can only now see the people whose videos are on. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I didn't change my settings that way. Anyway, so I see some of you. But at any rate, especially, so you all are not new to reflective meditation, but perhaps are new to retreats. And we really want to especially welcome you. And we also are going to try something else. We have so many mental health professionals who come from our continuing education program. And we're going to also offer a warm welcome to them and offer a separate reflection group for them or for you, depending. And then I'm going to read some more that's also sort of general descriptions about our retreats and riff off of that, some of that. So our retreats have become gentler and more responsive over the years and informed by our study of power dynamics within Buddhist Sanghas. We believe that retreats have the responsibility to foster each person's meditation practice and to hold space for independent and critical thinking. Now, that last line, hold space for independent and critical thinking, I would say that my earlier time in Vipassana retreats, that wasn't a goal at all, independent and critical thinking. The goal was more to follow the instructions and really to follow the thinking of the teacher. But we've really switched that around. So on this retreat in particular, as I sort of already said in some ways, really the direction, the focus is going to be about how it is that you are creating a self-retreat for yourself and how that is going for you and what are your choices and how do you foster your meditation practice and what allows you to touch into more wise thoughts, intentions, and states of mind. What really allows you to do that? So we'll become much more sort of tuned into those kinds of awarenesses. back to what we've written about retreats. Having done hundreds of retreats between us, we know that while retreats benefit our meditation practice, they also have costs. And now we're referring to residential retreats, which is how the standard of retreat has been, let's say, up to fairly recently. Linda was doing online retreats before the pandemic, but many people switched over to online retreats when we couldn't meet in person. But residential retreats are expensive because you have to pay for the retreat center, all the fees of that, the cost of meals, the cost of travel, and time off from work if you're working still. And then other costs may include foregoing time with family and friends. So that's not a upfront dollar cost, but finding pet care can be quite expensive. And often people give up vacations to dedicate time for practice, which is a wonderful dedication. And but still, that is a cost of not having your vacation to spend elsewhere and with others. So that's why we keep on doing these online retreats. They're accessible, they're easier for us too to not travel and get pet care. No pet care required. We get to hang out with our people, our animals, and that's also it's got its benefits and its challenges. So, I don't know. It's not surprising we say that when we sign up for these retreats, we're excited. Time for self-discovery, for freedom from mundane responsibilities. Although on an online retreat, you probably do have those mundane responsibilities. But then when time comes closer after you've signed up, or maybe when you're considering signing up, you can get scared and anxious. And I learned early on, and probably from my retreat experience when I was younger, or young, that I just expect anxiety. I now consider anxiety part of the process of doing something new, especially something that might have a big impact, or that challenges me to move into new areas of learning. But now I consider anxiety in a way a good thing, a harbinger of something big's coming. And just, but not pleasant, but just knowing it's part of the process. So specifically at this April retreat and at all our online retreats, but this one much more sort of maybe intentionally, you're going to contemplate what is the middle path for you between too much discipline, too much structure, and just too much, and too loose, too tight or too loose, you could say. What schedule do you want to adhere to? Do you want to keep silence for yourself? Do you want to do that all day or part of the day? What about the other activities? Do you want to keep them going? If so, which ones? How do you discern that? Which ones do you say, no, sorry, I've got another commitment? You're going to have to, it's in that's your responsibility to discern that. And if you make choices, the beautiful part is if you make choices that don't work out so well, you'll learn from them. You'll learn next time, maybe I don't want to go out to dinner during the retreat. Maybe there's too much stimulation or whatever. So our retreats are small. They always are. I know some Vipassana retreats are very large, but we intentionally keep them small to keep them intimate. We limit online retreats, this April retreat, to about 20 people. If you live nearby to us in Portland, we generally do set up some opportunity to meditate in person at Pine Street Sangha, if you so wish. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to let you know about? So we have small reflection groups. We divide up into smaller groups. Linda teaches some of them. I teach some of them. And again, therapists are going to have their own group if they come and it works out the way we imagine. How you imagine things are often different than how they actually come to be, but that's our intention. What else do I need to say? We have dyads and triads where you really get to know each other better and talk about topics that emerge on the retreat that we direct you towards. And I guess I want to end with we intentionally work to create an atmosphere of permission that allows for ease and for the Dharma to unfold naturally, and for each of us to discover a bit more about our own path. So I will end.